everyone. Welcome to a very special edition of Small Talk. Today I am talking to Robert Cousins. Now Robert is a friend of our cameraman Barry Evans. So Robert, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me, Nancy.
Now I know you don't live in Chilliwack. Where do you live?
I live in Calgary.
So what are you doing in Chilliwack then?
Oh, I thought I would come out to escape the snow and the cold that we just had in Calgary.
So how much snow did you get?
Oh, it was up about halfway up my leg, so I would estimate probably about a foot of snow at least.
All right, and I hear you're getting some more?
Yeah, apparently next Tuesday more snow on the way.
So are you going to stay here till spring? Is that the plan?
That's wishful thinking. That would be that's my plan.
Now I know you're friends with Barry. How did you and Barry meet?
Well, we both met at Shaw TV in Calgary, or Calgary Cable TV FM back in the early 1980s. Barry was one of the studio camera operators.
What were you doing?
I volunteered as a studio camera operator too.
Right, okay. Have you ever been on a talk show there or anything like that?
No, not on the talk show, no.
What do you do what did you do or do you do for a living?
Actually, working with computers.
Yeah, in what way? Oh, wait a minute. Now I know you post some really fun stuff on
and
Facebook.
creating photos.
Yeah,
I love creating photos, more so than working with the computers.
Right.
But creating the photos, that would be. I love doing that, making people laugh through my photos.
Yeah, like you do these things where you're holding up a vehicle or stuff, right? How do you do that anyway?
It takes a lot of magic for one, and eating a lot of spinach helps me. But
oh, is that right? Eh? Yeah. So it's not the trick of the camera. It's actually you holding it up physically.
yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, folks, you want to buy some swampland? So what else are you doing these days?
That's pretty well how I keep busy, is fixing computers and
Right.
also creating the photos.
Yeah. So let's tell everybody on Facebook how you snuck a dog in my building, correct? Well, there's no dogs allowed here. Well, no animals allowed here, but we won't tell anybody.
No.
Well, except my friends that are on Facebook. Well, the two people I know that live in this building also are on Facebook. But, you know, so what? They won't see this till you post it, and they probably won't care anyway.
No, Maggie's actually easy to hide. I carry her in a pet bag, in a pet carrier bag.
And it's the way you carry it, that it doesn't look like it's a pet carrier bag, right?
No. I've had Maggie in restaurants and stores, and a lot of people don't realize.
You know that when I was in Austria visiting my husband's son, they allow dogs in restaurants.
Yeah.
They just go quietly under the table. I mean, they're not walking around all over the place. And for some reason, we in this culture decided, or this part of the world decided it's super unsanitary. And I'm thinking, why would it be? We have them in our homes all the time. Like, what's the difference?
Well, I had a friend who was in the hospital, and she was in the ICU.
Yes.
It was Maggie was actually her dog, and the ICU departments in the hospital, they didn't have any issue with my friend bringing in Maggie.
Yeah.
With me bringing Maggie in to see her.
Right. At the Bradley Center here, which is part of the Chilliwack Hospital, it's for people with, I'm not quite sure how but they have to live there, like they can't live on their own anymore. And I know that one of the employees had a dog, a nice big sized dog that is allowed to come in, and the dog just roams around. And I think it's good for people who especially are not at home anymore, or incapacitated some way, to be able to see an animal there that they can pet or touch or talk to, right? So I think it's a really good thing. Unfortunately, in our building here, it's determined that it's a no pet building, and I think it's unfortunate, but it is what it is, and I have to obey most of the time.
I think a big part of it too is because of the potential of a pet causing damage, like physical damage.
Yeah.
I think that's probably one of the reasons behind it.
Oh, absolutely. You have to have responsible owners.
Yeah.
Right? But we need that in general everywhere. I think people should need to clean up after the animals. I think sometimes the worst are cats, because cats are often roaming free, whereas a dog, as a dog owner, you are supposed to clean up after your dog, but you don't have that same rule for cats, unfortunately.
No, and a lot of people don't. A lot of pet owners don't take responsibility, and that's where one of the problems happens.
Yeah. I was in, the last time I was in China, go there because my son lives there. They're starting to, I was in Shanghai, and they're starting to have more pets now, more dogs and stuff as pets. But they haven't learned how to clean up after them. And you see it on the sidewalks. And I was telling them, I was there with my friend and then later on with my daughter, and I was saying, eventually they're going to learn to clean up because there's going to be so much of it that you won't be able to avoid it, you know, because they're so populated, right? So anything else you want to talk about while you're on camera and while you're here?
Yeah, no, I just wanted to say that with Maggie, for a small dog, she's been around a lot. Maggie, Barry and I had a tour 2 years ago. We were able to sit in on the Live Noon newscast at Global TV Vancouver.
Yes.
And Maggie was with us in the studio. She was quiet in her bag. And so thank goodness she was, because it was a live TV program, the Noon News.
Right.
But we sat at the back of the studio, Maggie was in her bag and not a peep out of her.
So it's no problem now taking the small dogs right on the plane, correct?
No.
Because at one time I think they had to go into the baggage department, but that's no longer for small dogs.
No, they can ride in the cabin with their owners.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is good. And usually the flight attendants will, they have one of the requirements is that you have to have your dog in a pet-approved carrier bag for airlines.
Right.
So they can fit under the seat. So they want the bag to be able to fit under the seat in front of you there.
Yeah, correct. And I'm glad that they've changed that rule.
Yeah.
Well, I think for big dogs, they still have to go
Yeah.
in cargo, right?
Yeah, they do, yeah.
Yeah, all right. And that must be traumatizing for an animal to have to be in cargo.
Yeah.
Poor things, especially if it's a long flight. I mean, it's not, how long is the flight from Alberta to here?
Well, coming out yesterday, it was on turboprop plane, so that was a new experience for me on the turboprop, but about an hour and a half.
Yeah, which is not too bad, is it?
But normally on the jets, I mean, it's a little faster. It's probably about, I would say about an hour. So you're out here in no time.
Yeah, very good, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to wrap it up, but thank you so much for being here, and it's nice seeing you again because I saw you last year.
Last year it was.
All right, well, you take care of yourself, and thank you for watching. See you again. Peace out. So, what do you think? You happy?
Yeah, that was good, Nancy. No, I'll treasure that always do, though.
All right.
No, that was great, though.
Okay, good. I'm glad.